welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for each and every one of you that always comes back to watch my video. I really do appreciate it, and I can't thank you all enough. And to as many that are here for the first time, seeing this face for the first time, thank you so much for watching. Please do also watch up until the end. It's an interesting one and you definitely learn one or two. So in today's video, I'll be talking about red flags in relationship. What are red flags? Red flags are things that makes you compromise what you believe in or just makes you feel uncomfortable in a relationship. Now I have some examples of red flags. They could be 1,000,001, but these are few examples that I came up with, and I said, okay, why not come share with these guys? You never can tell, one or two people can get to learn from these examples. Now the very first one is you keep justifying their bad behavior. Now we all have bad characters, that's for sure, but then there are some behaviors that shouldn't be overlooked. There are some behaviors that we should definitely talk through with our partners, especially if we know deep down that these behaviors are wrong. And that's where that's point comes in. You keep justifying the bad things that they do. For instance, you have a partner that is abusive. You've seen the tendency in him. Probably one or two occasions when you guys have a fight, he displays such tendency, but then you just want to keep justifying the reason why they are that way. For instance, I have a partner who is abusive, has tendencies to hit me when we quarrel, but instead of talking it through, instead of coming out to say, hey, I'm not okay with this, I'm not cool with this, can we talk about it, can you change this thing about you, I rather just justify it and say, oh, the reason why it's like that is because of the home he came from, the parents that brought him up and everything. No, I shouldn't do that, because that's so unhealthy, and that would definitely end up being what will kill me at the end of the day. So I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't justify his bad behavior, but rather I should come out, talk to him about it, and if he's not willing to change that aspect, then it's okay to just walk away. The second point is they don't talk through issues. Now every relationship thrives with communication. If I am in a relationship and we lack communication in that relationship is as good as dead, because obviously what are we now doing in such a relationship? So if I'm in a relationship with someone who finds it so difficult to talk about stuff, especially when there's a fight, there's an argument, there's a misunderstanding, instead of you to come out, face it head on, sit down, trash it so we can all move on, the person rather just walk away, rather just slide it over the carpet, pretend as if such a thing never happens. That's a very, very big red flag that you should definitely not overlook if such is going on in your relationship. For instance, if we're having a fight, I believe we are both adults, we should be able to come together, sit down, talk about it, make amends. Whoever is wrong should apologize, and then everybody moves on. But then if for instance, if I'm in a relationship and then I always don't want to talk about stuff, I'd rather just run away, I'd rather just not talk about them than talk about them, then my partner should definitely be able to talk to me about it. And if I'm not willing to change, it's very, very much okay to walk away, because at the end of the day, that might be something that might destroy our marriage, as if we end up getting married. And the third one is they have this massive sense of entitlement. I can't be in a relationship with someone that have this entitlement thing over me. You don't own me, I don't own you. We are both in this relationship together. We are both here to make it work. So you shouldn't dictate to me. You shouldn't dictate to me how I live my life. You shouldn't dictate to me what to eat, what to wear. That's very, very wrong, and that's a very, very big red flag. For instance, you could get married to such a person, and that person might end up, dictating to you how many children you guys will give birth to. Will say, oh, you must quit your job. You mustn't work anymore. You have to quit your job, give birth to children, become a full-time housewife. Yes, of course, because you saw this thing, you saw this signs when you were dating, and you did nothing about it. For instance, he will dictate to you the kind of friends you should keep, where to go, where not to go, what to wear, what not to eat, what to and everything, and then you just decided to overlook those signs while you guys were dating, and then you get married tomorrow. The person is telling you you have to quit your job, you have to give birth to 100 children, you have to stop talking to your family people because they are the enemies that you both have in your marriage and all of that. You just cannot change it then, because you saw those signs when you guys were dating and you did nothing about it. So that's a very big red flag. If you have such a partner, and it's something you definitely should talk about, and if it cannot be worked on, if the person can't change that attitude, then you just have have to leave. Yes, you have to leave. See, red flags are things that, there are major things in a relationship that you just don't have to overlook. If it's something that can't be worked on, if it's something that the partner cannot change, you have to leave. It's not negotiable. It's not something you say, oh, let's give it a try, or oh, let's manage it, let's live with it. No, it's not something that can be managed. Now, you just have, the fourth point is, deep down in your guts, something just feels wrong about the relationship, right? Now, our gut doesn't lie. It doesn't. That it's just that thing that keeps telling us when something is wrong, or when something is about to go wrong. Now, if I'm in a relationship and deep down something just doesn't feel right about that relationship, then it's okay for me to say, hey dude, I'm not doing it anymore, it's just not working, let's just end it. But then if you want to keep insisting that you must remain there, probably because I have this very wealthy boyfriend, he's rich, he's handsome, he stays in Banana Island, he has like 10 cars, he has a very good job, when I get married to him I don't have to work, he worship the ground I work on and everything. But then deep down you just know there's something that just doesn't feel right. The relationship just doesn't feel right, but you just cannot place your hands on what it is. Then it's okay to just leave. Yes, it might look okay on the outside, but you just don't know why your gut is saying that to you constantly, consistently. It's telling you leave, walk away, leave, walk away. But then you just say, oh, because it's perfect on the outside, let's just go through with it. No, don't go through with it. If your gut is telling you that you shouldn't be there, then hey sister, you shouldn't be there. Hey brother, you shouldn't be there. Just walk away. You never can tell, the next person you meet might end up being the right person for you, because for all we know, this person could be a serial killer, this person could be a murderer, this person could be a cultist, you have like 10 wives outside. You never really can tell. But because this person is coming out with the holy and down attitude, wants to cover up those negative things about him or about her, this whole relationship thing is not a do or die affair. Is not a do or die affair. We shouldn't end our lives because we want to be in a relationship. We shouldn't decide to give ourselves a death sentence because we want to get married, because I'm getting old, because I'm 40, because I'm 45, because I'm 35, I'm not getting any younger, my eggs are this, my parents are on my neck. We just want to end up in a very wrong relationship that will end up being what will kill you at the end of the day. We've heard of spouse that kills their partner and everything. So you don't want to be in such a relationship. It is okay to be alive. The best thing is to be alive, meet the right person at the right time. Now, the truth is, when God created us, he created our better halves. God did not create me and didn't create someone that is, he's suitable enough for me. So don't force that relationship to happen. That particular one mustn't happen. It mustn't happen. Just walk away if it's not working. It's okay to walk away. Now, the last one is, they just keep testing your boundaries. Now, as an individual, as a single lady, as a single man, you have things that works for you. You have boundaries that you set for yourself, and then when you got into this relationship, you made your partner know about these things, and your partner accepted, decided to go through with the whole thing. And then maybe few weeks, few months down the line, they just always want to test your patience. They always want to test those boundaries that you set for yourself or you set in the relationship. That's also unhealthy. Maybe they just want to test it to see how you react. Now, I know that there are some people that might want to push their partner just to see their reaction and everything. That's okay, but not when it constantly happens, like it keeps happening over and over. For instance, I've told you that, okay, let's go into this relationship, but I don't want it to be exclusive yet. I just want us to be friends, get to know ourselves, get to know each other's big points, what we like, what we do not like, but then you have to give me time to be able to process all of this, because this is all new and everything. And then this person just keeps coming on, just keeps hitting it. I want us to be serious. I want us to take it to the next level. I want us to do this. I want us to do that. Hey brother, I told you I'm not there yet. I'm not ready for these things yet. You accepted, so why do you keep pushing? Why do you want it now? Why do you want it to happen now? Right? Or then I'm in a relationship, I'm telling you that I'm not ready for us to go see my parents yet because I just feel we are not there yet. But then you just want it to happen. It just has to happen. It just has to happen now. It has to be now. Or when just relationship one, you want us to have a joint bank account, and you know I'm not cool with it, but you just want it. You want it, but you know it doesn't sit well with me. I don't want it. But then because you want it, you want to impose it on me. You want to keep testing me. No, you shouldn't do that. You know, for me to have accepted you as my boyfriend, for you to have accepted me as your girlfriend, it means we decided that this is what we both wanted, and then you accepted, you agreed, and then we started, and then you're coming on, your chameleon character comes out, and then you want to keep testing me. Relationship is meant to be enjoyed, but then when this person just wants to keep fighting it, wants to keep testing me, wants to keep seeing what I can do, what can he even do, what can she even do, let me even test, that's also unhealthy. That shouldn't be. So hey, these are some of the examples of red flags that I decided to come out here and share with us. There are a million and one others, but these are some that I just said to share with us today. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you're in a relationship, please and please, if you're in a relationship that is just not working, please don't fight it. Do not fight it. It mustn't work. If it's not working, then it's not meant to be, and it's okay to walk away. It's very much okay to walk away. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like this video if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much, and do have an amazing day. Bye.